Unit 5, Vocabulary, page 64, Exercise 1. Listen, look, and number the tips.
Making your storyboard.
Hi, I'm Elena.
Hi, I'm Vicky.
Did you start your storyboard yet?
I was thinking about the story. The teacher was saying it needs to have 3 acts. That means the story is divided into 3 parts.
Yes, that's true. Do you have any ideas?
Well, I was writing the first 2 acts, but I don't know how the story will end yet.
Okay, maybe I can help. Tell me about your characters.
Well, I have a girl named Elena and another girl named Vicky. They are friends, but sometimes Vicky is a bit strange.
Okay, that sounds interesting. What were they doing in the first 2 acts?
Well, Elena was enjoying being alone in her house, and she was reading or watching TV. But sometimes Vicky appeared and scared her.
That's not very nice of Vicky to scare Elena.
I know, but sometimes Vicky doesn't know how to be nice. She wishes she and Elena could be best friends, but she didn't know how. In Act 2, Elena was whispering secrets to Vicky, so Vicky felt like Elena's best friend. But Elena was also having lots of fun with another girl. In Act 3, Elena has to decide who her best friend will be, but I don't know who she should choose.
All right, how do the characters feel in the story?
Well, Elena was happy when she was alone and when she was playing with her friends. But she felt sad when she got scared, and Vicky felt angry because she didn't understand how to be a good friend.
Okay, so maybe in the end, Vicky can learn to be a good friend and Elena can choose her.
Great idea!
Unit 5, Vocabulary, page 64, Exercise 2. Listen, point, and say.
Feel. Feel. Character. Character. End. End. Act. Act. Whisper. Whisper. Storyboard. Storyboard. Wish. Wish. Alone. Alone. Decide. Decide. Appear. Appear.
Three. Read and complete with words from Exercise 1.
I feel well now, but the story and its characters are scary. The worst act is the one with kids alone in the park. First, they decided to sleep there, but when the animals appeared, they wished they were at home in their beds.
Read, act, and check. Tell a short story. Use as many new words as possible. Compete against your classmates.
Making your storyboard.
The characters were in the park and they were happy. They were alone, animals appeared, and they decided to leave. They went home and wished they were safe in their beds.
Let's go home.
I wish we were safe in our beds.
Grammar, page 65. 1.
Read and discuss the chart. Making suggestions.
شرح قاعدة making suggestions. نستخدم 3 صيغ أساسية نعطي بها اقتراحا. الصيغة الأولى why don't plus subject plus verb base form أي بدون إضافة. مثال Why do not you tell me about your characters? مثال آخر Why do not we talk about the ending? الصيغة الثانية How about plus verb plus ing. نلاحظ بعد How about نضع الفعل مع ing. مثال How about ending the story with a fight? مثال آخر How about drawing a storyboard? الصيغة الثالثة What about plus verb plus ing. وأيضا what about يأتي بعدها الفعل مباشرة مضاف إليه ing. مثال What about asking the teacher for help? مثال آخر What about changing a famous fairy tale? ملاحظة مهمة Why do not نستخدمها لما نكلم شخص معين بعدها يأتي الفاعل you, we, he يكون الفعل في المصدر. How about What about نستخدمها لاقتراح فكرة بشكل عام بعدها نضع الفعل plus ing.
Why don't plus subject plus verb plus base form.
Why don't you tell me about your characters? Why don't we talk about the ending?
How about verb plus ing?
How about ending the story with a fight? How about drawing a storyboard?
What about plus verb plus ing?
What about asking the teacher for help? What about changing a famous fairy tale? Two, read and match.
Why don't we draw a storyboard? What about writing a story about us? How about making a comedy?
Ian, John, and Matt are making suggestions. We use why don't we before an action in the base form. We use how about or what about before an action with ing.
3. Order the words to make sentences.
Why don't we work on our storyboard? How about meeting at my house? What about inviting my sister? Why don't I come to your house instead? How about ending the musical with a beautiful song?